Hi guys, this is Chantal. Welcome to my curry cooking video. Hope you all are enjoying my wonderful tutorials. This is the first in my series of cooking blogs, tutorials as I guess you would call them. And I picked a pretty easy one and a pretty good recipe for my first. So tonight will be chicken curry. Yeah, so as you see here, I've done our mise en place already. We've got our ingredients set aside and all finely well chopped, and as you can see, most of the things are in uniform size. Uniform size just helps for cooking, so you get it evenly cooking through your potato or through your carrot or through anything. Uniform is just very important. So as we see here, we've got our garlic. This is about 6 large cloves of garlic, finely chopped. You put about a tablespoon aside for marinating your chicken, as you can see here. So we've got our garlic, and we're going to set that aside there. Again, finely chopping the garlic for the flavor to get cooked out and cook faster. And second ingredient here, as you can see, we have an onion. We have about a medium onion, finely chopped again, and put about a tablespoon again inside in the curry chicken for marinating. So we're going to take that onion, see, chop finely again for flavorful and fast cooking. We're going to put that aside there. And we got to come along to our potatoes. So I took about 3 large russet potatoes. That's the brown peeled ones. I prefer those in my curry. You can use whatever kind you like. It's up to you. So I took about 3 large russet potatoes, chopped them finely. Finely into bite-sized cubes, as you can see. It's a good size, edible sizes. All uniform, so they'll all cook at about the same time, and that'll be about 15-20 minutes for the potatoes to cook through. So we're going to put that aside there. So as you can see, we've got our main flavor ingredients. Now we come to the base of the food, which is the chicken. Yum, yum, yum. See, we've got garlic in there and a bit of onion and olive oil. I took about, I'd say about a third of a teaspoon of curry powder just to marinate it and get the flavor going in there. So yeah, and that's about 3 cups of chicken cut into bite-sized cubes, or I found 1 large, huge chicken breast, which was from my butcher. So yeah, that's all our ingredients put together. So as you can see, we've got them there. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with my next video. Guys, Chantal again here. So we've started out our pan, which is a cast iron pan, which I like to use for slow cooking. As you see here, I've got about 3 tablespoons of olive oil inside, ready to go. It's slowly heating up, but I don't want it to get too hot, so I'm going to put the onion in now, get that going, so it's not going to burn. I'm going to get the onion and garlic going. So as you see, we've got our onion and garlic there. So you just stir that around, get that going there. And you don't want it to brown, you want it to start to saute first. So it's going to take a few minutes, and while we wait, we'll go back over here and see our chicken. So we've got our chicken again. The chicken's been sitting for about a half an hour to marinate, get all the flavor that you can get in there. Easy cleanup. So yeah, we're waiting for this to brown. So we'll come back in about a minute once it started to brown. Not sure, but as you can see here, it started to brown a bit on the bottom, so that's great. That's all that flavor coming out of those onions and garlic. Try not to keep my camera too close to the steam. I'm still going to let that brown a little bit more. I want it to be almost burnt. Not quite, but almost nearly burnt. You don't want it to burn, because then that yucky taste of that garlic will come out and you really won't enjoy your food at all. You'll end up probably throwing it out before eating it. Unless you're like my husband, you'll probably eat it anyways. So yeah, so as you see, we've got that. That's good. I think that's about ready. See, as you can see, steam coming, sorry. Just a little bit of steam there. So we've got that brown. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our potatoes into that mix there. Give that a good stir. Get some love in there. Get some potato and some onion and some garlic loving. Okay, so, and then we want that to cook for about maybe 2-3 minutes, just to get the flavor into the potatoes and start everything to start to sweat. Alright, and I'll be back in about a minute after I've started to get that sweating. So as you can see, I've started to sweat the potatoes down. They've picked up a bit of that flavor from the onions and garlic, and there's not so much brown on the bottom. And if there is, still flavor. Don't worry about that brown, it's not burnt. It's just adding more flavor to your food. Alright, so now that that's started to do its little magic thing, we're going to add some curry powder. In my curry cup here, I've got about 3 tablespoons of medium curry powder. I'm not too big on the spice and the heat, so we'll add that in, and we'll give it a stir. Smells good. I know smell aversion. They haven't quite invented it yet, but you know, you can kind of sort of get the gist of it. Okay. So our potatoes and our garlic and our onion have been cooking for about 5 minutes now. So I've gotten a good amount of liquid going from it. The potatoes have sweat off enough and so on. So now we're going to add our chicken. I do mine differently. Some people choose to brown their chicken first. I don't. I don't like the crispiness in my curry or the added color from the cooked chicken. So I'm going to add my chicken now. Again, we've got our 3.5 to 4 cups of chicken breast cut. Sorry, not cooked. It will be cooked. We're going to add that to our pot here. We're going to go ahead and give that a stir. Get that all mixed in there. And again, if you like yours a bit more spicy, you can add more curry. I'm not a spicy person. I'm not a fan of the heat, but I am a fan of the flavor. So the 3 tablespoons that I put in, or 2 tablespoons that I put in, should be plenty enough. But again, optional to add more. So give that a good stir. And we're going to add about maybe, say about a half a cup of water. So now we've got everything all mixed in the pot and everything's cooking and getting its love together. It's going to cook for about maybe 30 minutes to 40 minutes, depending on how long and how tender you like your potatoes. I like mine almost to be into a mash, but that's just me. So I'm going to put a lid on that and let it sit and forget it and come back in about maybe 35 minutes. So as you can see, our curry's done. It's been cooking for about half an hour, 45 minutes. I cooked it a little longer than I should have, but that's okay. That's just me. I'm the only one going to get eating it. So I'm going to serve it up, and I'll be back in about a second. Okay, so as you can see, I chose to put it on a more rustic setting. The fork and the spoon don't really go, but it's just to add to it. So there we go. So as you can see, I like naan bread with mine. I'm not a rice person. I'm not a big fan of rice. Most people do like rice with their curry, but me, I like it dippy. So we've got our cooked curry here, as you can see. Yum. Extreme close up. So yeah, there we've got our curry and we've got our naan bread. I slice it up into little cute little pieces as like decorative, you know, make it look nice. So you can put that in there, stick that in there, and you know, just make it look a little more appealing. Well, it looks like a taco salad, but that was my chicken curry. I hope you enjoyed my video. It was my first attempt, so if you have any criticisms or comments, just please leave them at the bottom, and I'll look into them and try and change for my future videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy my chicken curry.